Hello and welcome. Welcome to Everything is Energy, and welcome to the Gemini Full Moon, which is exact on the 15th of December, 2024 at 1:01 a.m. Pacific Time. As is apparent by the name of the podcast, the full moon, Luna herself, is in the sign of Gemini, the sign of the twins. Such a cool energetic for the times that we are living in right now. Gemini is mutable masculine air. Air is the sign of our thought forms, ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication. Gemini is called the sign of the twins because it's known for, in its most mundane interpretation, having sort of this dualistic ability to see one side and to see the other side. But in its uplifted energetic, Gemini welcomes all views. Gemini is open-minded, open-hearted, curious, and adaptable. Perfect for the energy of the times that we are living in. And as with all full moons, Luna is opposing the sun. The sun is in the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the archer, mutable masculine fire, ruled by Jupiter. If air signs are our thoughts, fire is about transformation. And both Sagittarius and Gemini are explorational, extroverted signs. So this opposition is really symbiotic. Sagittarius, however, is an old soul. Sagittarius, the archer, is pointing his arrow toward the galactic center. The galactic center, the center of our galaxy. The type of wisdom that Sagittarius is seeking out is ancient wisdom, esoteric wisdom, and knowledge. And so this is a really lovely opposition because the revelations that are possible for us to touch on during full moons. Full moons are times of revelation all the time. They're oppositions that have things come up so that we can see our manifestations and also see maybe things that are blocking the easiest path forward. So the revelations that are possible for us during this full moon are about being able to take in all of the information, all of the energy around us, and to remember this esoteric principle that the universe is always in balance, that everything is always perfect, that everything is always working out. So it's this higher level lens that's possible for us during this full moon. And this is really perfect because Gemini is also reminding us that we get to be with everything that we know and trust in our truth. Now, the sun and the moon are in opposition to each other, but we also have them in a T-square with Neptune in Pisces. And this is cool because it offers even more motivation. It offers us sort of a nudge or a push, if we need it, towards realizing what an important part we play in the collective co-creation that is unfolding right now, in this moment to moment to moment to moment. We're living in truly transformational times. And Neptune is the planet of illusion and delusion. But in its uplifted aspect, it's also the planet of intuition and creation and spirituality. Neptune in Pisces is really wonderful because Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. Pisces is highly sensitive to all sorts of energy. And the way that Pisces works is it takes all the wisdom, all the lessons that were up for us to learn and up for us to download through all the other signs of the zodiac. By the time we arrive to the energetic of Pisces, it's also an old soul digging deep, looking back with wisdom on what we've learned. So there's this sense of culmination. There's also this sense of purpose. If Neptune is inviting us to see through illusion and delusion by using our intuition toward our purpose, Pisces is adding this sacredness to it, this perfection, this cosmic universal consciousness, but it's about really things coming up so that we can realize our sacred purpose, why we are here in this moment, why our soul chose to incarnate precisely when it did so that we could arrive at this now moment and support the collective in coming online and in remembering and awakening. And so if Luna is the planet that reminds us, it's not a planet, but in astrology it's considered a planet, it reminds us to use our intuition. And here in Gemini, inviting us to explore and expand and include, and Sun in Sag is reminding us to be ourselves, to be true to ourselves, to remember that our truth is a necessary part of the collective. It's a necessary piece of the whole. And in a T-square with Neptune is really showing us that we can trust, and inviting us to remember that we can trust that whatever is coming into our awareness is perfect. It's able to guide us and remind us of our sacred purpose. Now we also have in this T-square, but really most importantly, we just have the Sun conjunct the galactic center in Sagittarius. So I mentioned that Sagittarius, the archer, is pointing his arrow toward the galactic center, but this puts an exclamation point on all of the energy that I was just speaking about. This puts an energy on everything that's going on in the T-square, because the galactic center is the gravitational center of our galaxy. It's a cosmic homing signal. It's broadcasting and beaming information about our soul's purpose. It's also giving us a reminder. It's known to give us this sort of bigger picture, ancient wisdom knowing of our shared humanity. And it's known as a doorway to collective consciousness. It's known as a doorway to universal cosmic consciousness. So to have the Sun conjunct the galactic center is really going to help us. The Sun is our I am self in this 3D world. Conjunct the galactic center in Sagittarius is just so symbiotic. If there was a time that we feel like we need just a little bit of a soothing, just a little bit of a push in the right direction, these alignments are just the perfect alignments to support us in continuing the path that we're on, continuing the remembering that we're doing, continuing to align with our soul's sacred purpose. And if we think about the energy of Sagittarius, this is the type of wisdom that Sagittarius is pointing toward. It's the ancient wisdom of universal consciousness. So Neptune is quite active in this T-square. Neptune is also sextiling Pluto. And sextiles are known as very fortunate aspects. They provide opportunities. They're known for easy flows of energy. So Neptune in Pisces, sextile Pluto in Aquarius. Pluto at 0 degrees of Aquarius, also signaling where we're headed as individuals and as part of the collective. Pluto is also trining Uranus. Trine is also known as a fortunate flowing aspect, creative exchange of energy between Pluto and Uranus. And Uranus, as I'd like to say, reminds us that we are the change. If there is high technology that's going to come to rescue us, we are the high technology that we seek. So cool to have Pluto at 0 degrees of Aquarius, trining Uranus. But we also still have Pluto in opposition to Mars, and I'll get to that in a moment. But Pluto in opposition to Mars is really ultimately helping us to embody and realign the aspects of ourselves that may have gotten out of alignment just by being alive in the collective, the harmonious balance between the divine masculine and the divine feminine. But it's worth noting and talking a little bit right here about Pluto at 0 degrees of Aquarius. 0 degrees is also an anaretic degree. And I've been talking a fair amount in the last lunar cycles about Pluto being at the anaretic degree of Capricorn, the 29th degree. These two 0 degrees and 29 degrees are known as the most powerful of the anaretic degrees, but also they signify very different things. The 29th degree is known as a crisis degree, a fate degree, a karma degree, which is why having Pluto at that degree of Capricorn felt very much like a crisis in the structures of our world. And now we have Pluto at the 0 degree, the anaretic degree of Aquarius, but this energetic is entirely different. There's newness, there's freshness, there's excitement here. There's the 0 degrees gives the planet the opportunity to embrace the undiluted nature of a sign. So we have Pluto with the planet of transformation at the first degree, the 0 degree of Aquarius, being able to embrace the undiluted nature of Aquarius, of collective consciousness, collective co-creation. So this feels hopefully exciting and limitless, at least exciting and motivating to move beyond the illusion and delusion of the world that we see and the limits that we've been told are limits, and to trust ourselves, to lean into our sacred purpose as to why we are here. We are co-creative vibrational beings, and some fundamental level, we know this. And this particular full moon is shining a light on this realization. If there ever was a time for humanity to feel motivated to have this type of remembering, now is the time. So I mentioned that Pluto is also still in opposition to Mars. So this is a little bit of a different energetic, however. So Pluto in Aquarius is opposite Mars in Leo. And this opposition is providing a little bit of a warning to us about being too egoic, being in a resistant state, an egoic state, a combative state, a heels dug in, my way or the highway state. That would be the shadow side of Mars and Leo. Oppositions are known as negative aspects, but really they're opportunities for quantum leaps if we can embrace them, if we can see that energy and see how we may be in an egoic state, in an upset state, in a combative state, in a resistant state. And if we can take this opposition as an opportunity to instead, the uplifted aspect of Leo, Mars and Leo, is leading from the heart, taking action from the heart, regal, noble, collective action, existing from the heart. And if Mars is an aspect of divine masculine, the uplifted aspect of divine masculine energy is everything is coming from the heart. So this opposition, it's still going to be active for a while, is going to be supporting us in taking the higher road, choosing higher vibrational thoughts and actions. It's also worth noting that Mars is also in opposition to Lady Venus in Aquarius. And this is emphasizing the rebalancing and the reharmonizing that's going on. So we have both Pluto and Venus in Aquarius opposing Mars in Leo. So this is inviting us all. Aquarian energy is about the collective. And the full moon in Gemini is inviting us to open our doors and to open our arms and to look at our neighbors and look at our communities and look at our world and remember that we are more alike than we are different. Everybody has sovereignty. Everybody has free will. But right now, this energy is just inviting us all to be open to shift and change and reharmonizing and rebalancing and moving together into a higher vibration, into a vibration of knowing, not just remembering, knowing, living, breathing every moment of every day, we are all connected. There is no separation. So this opposition is inviting us to step up an octave, step into this new way of being. And actually remember, it's not new, it's an old, ancient, galactic center, unity consciousness way of being and vibrating as a collective and moving beyond the illusion, delusion That's the opportunity that Neptune is presenting us. Those seeing through the separation. And I guess the final note on illusion and delusion, this is so cool. We have all three transpersonal planets, all three outer planets, which are Neptune, Uranus, and Pluto. All of them are doing these really lovely, harmonious aspects with each other. The positive aspects, the sextiles, the trines, the things that mundane astrology calls positive and easy. They're all talking to each other during this full moon. They're all aspecting each other. So we have also, it's worth noting that we have Neptune sextile to Uranus. And if Uranus is reminding us we are the high technology, sextiling Neptune is reminding us that we are the high technology. We have it within us to see and to move through illusion and delusion. So I've mentioned before that we're in this very fertile time. Now until 2026 are times where every single seed we plant, every single positive thing we can do for ourselves and for our collective it's such a potent seeding time. The ground is so fertile. There are going to be opportunities for us to grow things and to nourish things that felt impossible last week. And by 2026, they're going to feel and be and become something that's so viscerally true. One of the reasons why this is the case is because all of these transpersonal planets, all of the outer planets are changing signs right now. This is something that is super duper duper rare. But if we think about the energy that we're experiencing right now, Pluto moving out of Capricorn into Aquarius, the last several years of our world have been revolutionary, upended, unheard of, things we never could have imagined. The next few years are still going to be that. So again, there's this Gemini energy of helping us to open our arms and open our hearts and embrace the change, embrace the times of transformation, because we also have Neptune and Uranus changing signs during this time. So this is a beginning. Pluto is probably the most transformational planet. That's why it's known as the planet of death and rebirth. But Neptune and Uranus are also known as transpersonal planets because they're generational planets. Mercury and Mars and even Venus are things that we grapple with on an individual level every day. Neptune, Pluto, Uranus, subtle energy. If you don't have eyes to see or you don't bother to spend time to pay attention, you might not even notice the subtle energy. But as I like to say, the outer planets always win because everything is energy, and the cosmos are always just beaming down energy. And if we think about the conjunction to the galactic center, I will close with this. This is such a fortunate placement. I look for whether or not the galactic center will show up in a chart all the time. It's pretty rare that it aspects something. It's really rare that it's aspecting the T-square that's associated with this full moon and with the sun and with Neptune. So with that, I just want to invite you to take a deep breath and to go within. We'll move into a meditation right now. But before we do that, take a deep breath, go within, and remember that you are here for a sacred purpose. Before we go into the meditation, I want to invite you to join me in an astrology course that I will be teaching in January 2025. I've had some requests and I'm really excited. It's going to be Astrology 101. If these topics excite you and you want to know more, I'll put a link in the notes. Join my email list for a discount. This is going to be a truly transformational course. All right, now let's get to the meditation. Find somewhere where you can sit and close your eyes. Sit with your spine straight. And as you close your eyes, bring your awareness within you. Notice for a moment just simply how you are feeling right now, how your physical you is vibrating, how you are emotionally, how your body is physically, where your mind is at. And whatever it is that you're met with, I invite you to take a nice deep breath in through your nose. And as you exhale, let that exhalation be a release of everything, good, bad, neutral, so that you can just simply be here now. Let's do that 2 more times, breathing in, taking in the energy of right now, and exhaling, releasing anything that is not of this moment. 1 more time, breathing in and exhaling. And now with your awareness on your breath, see if you can find an easy, effortless, deeper inhale. Maybe it helps you to count to 4 or 5. And let the exhale be just a little bit longer than the inhale. So if you counted to 3 on the inhale, count to 4 on the exhale. And maybe this time count to 4 on the inhale and count to 5 on the exhale. Just taking easy breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And the exhale is just slightly longer than the inhale. And as you're just here, gaze turned inward, simply breathing, start to feel the essence of you. The miracle of your body breathing. How good it feels to be here now, breathing. And as you're looking inward, take some time right now with this breath to appreciate the essence of who you are, your soul, your light within. It might help to look within your heart center and find that light that is always shining. But maybe also you can just feel this beautiful energetic of who you truly are. Not who your ego says, not what you've accomplished, not what your parents and friends say about you, but this soul essence. This aspect of you that exists within this body and beyond this body, within this lifetime and beyond this lifetime, on this planet, in this moment, and beyond this planet and beyond this moment. And start to feel the power of you. The sacredness of you being in this body, in this physical world. But also this knowing that you are in this world but not of it. You are in this body but not constrained by it. You are in this world but not limited by it. And that you can choose to be in this world but not affected by it. And now let's all bring our awareness to our heart center, if you haven't already done so already. Imagine, right in the center of your chest, there's this beautiful golden orb of light, or flame of light. And if it's a different color, that's totally okay. But this is the space within our energetic bodies, within our physical bodies, where our soul's essence lives. And as I mentioned, this is the light that can never be put out. This is the aspect of ourselves that knows that we're here for a reason. That knows on some fundamental level that we are so powerful. And now see if as you're looking within, connecting to your heart center, the light within your heart, still just breathing. In through the nose and out through the mouth. See if you can start to cultivate or tap into this feeling of grace. Grace meaning that there's love present in your heart, there's compassion present in your heart, there's trust and truth and peace. There's all these aspects of you that you know are true and real and powerful. And now notice if your heart center starts to shift and change color a little bit. Maybe a light pink comes through or green. And we're going to focus on this energetic of grace. And as you're focused in on your heart, just breathing, allow this light, that energy of grace, or you can choose another word if something else resonates with you, or maybe there's not even a word, it's just the energy of your soul's essence that lives within your heart that's beginning to fill you up. And invite this light to expand and to fill not only your physical body, but your entire energetic field. And feel the vibrational frequency of this energy. Grace, peace, hope, love, truth. And allow yourself to just simply be steeped in this energy. This energy that is coming from your sacred heart. And you might feel a little bit as if you're levitating or floating. This vibration is so profound, so simple, so sweet, yet so profound. And this is you. Just simply breathing. And now imagine you're seated precisely where you're at in whatever room or whatever park or whatever place you're practicing this meditation. And you can start to sense outside your aura these beings of light. Some of them might be ancestors, some of them might be avatars, some of them might be beings that you don't even know, or angels. But there's this aspect of your soul family, your spirit guides. And they're surrounding you, supporting you, watching you. Remember and experience the essence of you. And if you'd like, when you're ready, you can allow this energy from this spirit family that's surrounding you, you can allow them to send even more light, even more energy into your field. It's as if they have been waiting for this moment for you to remember how beautiful and sacred you are, how powerful you are, how worthy you are. And so now just take as much as you'd like, allow this energy in. Allow it into your field. Allow it to uplift you. And remind you of your sacred essence, of who you really are. Wonderful. And when you're ready, I invite you to consider if you want to invite all of these spirit guides, these ancestors, these avatars and angels to remain connected with you. They actually are always connected with each of us, but it's a profound experience to invite them to remain with us in our 3D world, to invite them to begin to come across the veil to support us. So if that feels comfortable for you right now, go ahead and do that. And then maybe place one or both of your hands on your heart, the center of your chest, and just slowly start to come back into the place where you're practicing this meditation, into the room, into the natural setting. And as you're beginning to come back, start to feel in your third eye that these beings of light are all around you, here to guide you, here to support you in your sacred purpose, in embodying your soul's purpose, your sacred essence. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And set the intention that as you go about your day, that this new, upgraded, high vibrational version of you that just knows you're here for all the right reasons, that everything is always unfolding for you, that is the you that you will take out into the rest of your day. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you for continuing to weave this worldwide web of light. I'm so grateful for the thousands and thousands of you that continue to practice these meditations and message me. And I hope that you can feel that you are part of something that is so powerful. Together we are co-creating a bright new world. Happy full moon, bright blessings, and so much love.